Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're stepping back in time to 1995, a year of exciting developments and significant events. Imagine a world where the internet was just beginning to emerge, and by the year's end, had welcomed more than 16 million users. It was the same year that Microsoft revolutionized personal computing with Windows 95, which introduced iconic features like the Start button and taskbar. Now, picture a world on the brink of a new era in home entertainment, sparked by Toshiba's announcement of the DVD format. This was set to dwarf the storage capacity of the then standard CDs, and the possibilities seemed endless. Moving from technology to finance, the landscape was a mix of crises and innovation. The Mexican Peso Crisis, or the Tequila Crisis, was in full swing, shaking the economy and sending ripples throughout global financial markets. But it wasn't all gloomy. This was the same year that saw the birth of AuctionWeb, a humble online auction site that would eventually evolve into the e-commerce behemoth we now know as eBay. Unfortunately, 1995 also marked the fall of the UK's oldest merchant bank, Barings Bank. The bank collapsed under the weight of catastrophic losses triggered by the unauthorized and speculative trading activities of Nick Leeson. Transitioning to the literary world, 1995 was a year of standout publications. Nick Hornby had us exploring themes of love, heartbreak, and obsession with pop culture in High Fidelity. Michael Crichton took us back to a world of cloned dinosaurs in The Lost World, and Amy Tan gave us a touching tale of sisterhood and the immigrant experience in The 100 Secret Senses. In the realm of health, significant advancements were made in HIV treatment with the FDA approval of the first protease inhibitor, Saquinavir. This year was also marked by an Ebola outbreak in Zaire, emphasizing the looming threat of emerging infectious diseases. On a more hopeful note, scientists at the Roslin Institute in Scotland were making headway in genetic research with the successful cloning of Dolly the sheep. As we shift our focus to food, this was the year Starbucks introduced the Frappuccino, a game-changer in the world of iced, blended coffee drinks. But this was also a year of controversy, with the FDA approving the first genetically modified food, the Flavr Savr tomato. Tragically, 1995 saw the largest recorded outbreak of E.coli in the US, primarily affecting customers of the Jack-in-the-Box fast food chain. In sports, the Rugby World Cup was won by South Africa, marking a moment of unity for the country at the end of apartheid. But it wasn't all celebrations, as the world of baseball was grappling with the end of a long and costly strike. In the midst of all this, tennis saw the triumphant return of Monica Seles, winning her first comeback tournament after a brutal attack 2 years prior. Music had its highs and lows, with Britpop riding a wave of success, driven by bands like Oasis and Blur. The tragic murder of Selena, the queen of Tejano music, shocked the world, but her posthumous album, Dreaming of You, reached #1 on the Billboard 200, affirming her enduring legacy. In the same vein, Michael Jackson's History album became a global success despite sparking controversy. In film and television, Toy Story broke new ground as the first feature-length film made entirely with CGI. Friends and Seinfeld dominated TV screens, reflecting the growing cultural impact of television. And who could forget the historical drama, Braveheart, taking home Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Directed by and starring Mel Gibson, Braveheart told the story of William Wallace, a Scottish warrior who led the Scots in the First War of Scottish Independence against King Edward I of England. Moving on to politics, we saw significant developments around the world. The Dayton Agreement ended the brutal Bosnian War, putting a halt to a conflict that had taken thousands of lives and displaced millions. This peace treaty symbolized a new chapter for Bosnia and Herzegovina, even if its implementation presented challenges. Meanwhile, in the United States, the Oklahoma City bombing shocked the nation. A domestic terrorist attack on the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building led to the tragic loss of 168 lives, marking it as the deadliest act of domestic terrorism in U.S. history. This event led to sweeping reforms in how law enforcement handles terrorism threats. On a lighter note, let's wrap up with a significant moment in Canadian politics: the Quebec independence referendum. Quebec narrowly decided against pursuing independence, highlighting the deep divide within the province. This decision continues to resonate in the Canadian political landscape. And there we have it, a look back at 1995, a year of significant change and progress across many facets of life. Join us next time as we continue our journey through history. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. Thank you for watching.